Good morning and welcome back to another episode of Business Beyond the Beach in partnership with our friends here at Miami Community Newspapers. My name is Brittnie Bassant. I'm the president and CEO of the Miami Beach Chamber of Commerce, and we would like to thank Maman, our coffee sponsor for today's episode. They've got locations all across Miami-Dade County, but of course, our favorite is their Sunset Harbor location in South Beach. Today, I am here with Herbie Alvarez. He is the Carpet King. Herbie, we are so happy to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here, Brittnie.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so you are the Carpet King with over 40 years of experience in this business. What made you decide to do this? What initially drew you to this business, and what still excites you about it today?
Well, Brittnie, when thinking back to my earlier days, I was offered a position with a carpet company. They were the biggest ones in Florida. They had like 4 stores, and they offered me a position to be a junior accountant / business administrator, which is what I had studied. So I said, well, this is going to be great. I'm going to develop this. My career is going to take off. So I'm going to do it. I went with them. I joined the company. I was able to do the accounting for them. I was able to do the administration. Eventually, I was going to manage all 4 stores. And it was great. That's what got me started. What got me excited about it was when I did a job for a customer and I seen the transformation of the room. It always gets me excited to see how it changed and how excited the people are. Oh my God, this is different. That always got me excited. Also, what gets me excited, and it still does nowadays, is that my business is always changing. This business is never the same thing. It's not boring. So what changes? We get new styles, new colors. The technology is changing. And I like to stay up to date with the trend. I stay up to it. That got me excited way back then, gets me excited 40 years later.
What was the trend 40 years ago? Just out of curiosity, like when you first started, what was like the hottest thing in the carpet industry or the flooring industry 40 years ago?
40 years ago, believe it or not, people used to put carpet in the kitchen. There's carpet all over in the kitchen. They had a rubber back carpet. Everybody loved it. They put it in the kitchen. They put it in the bathroom. 40 years ago, that was it. I don't think there was any other flooring. That was carpet for everywhere. And that was it. That was the thing that was in. And I really loved the business because of it. It's so many choices they had to be.
You know, they always say that like trends always come back into style. So let's hope that like that carpet in the kitchen stays back 40 years ago and just sort of like stays in that era. Because I'm not sure if we want that one to come.
It has to stay back then.
Back in style. Okay, so you said that you had studied like business and accounting, and
right.
And so that's kind of like where you went to school for and like what your trajectory was back then. But when you think about when you were first getting started in your career, what were some of like the experiences or the choices or the decisions that you made that shaped the direction that you ultimately took?
Right. So when I first started, like I said, I started with this carpet store. They had like 3 or 4 stores, I don't remember correctly. But I started out with them. I learned the business. I loved it. I loved that business. And 6 years down the line working with them, I got the opportunity to buy my own store.
With the same company?
No,
a different.
Outside, yes.
Okay.
I went outside and I bought my own store.
Wow.
Yes, I was 25 years old.
That's incredible.
Yes, I was baby 25. So this for me was the biggest thing because it's what I wanted. And the guy sold me the store not because he was tired of going to the bank to deposit money. He sold me the store because it was going down the drain. He wasn't doing enough to bring business up.
So wait, so you bought a failing store?
I bought a failing store.
Good job, Herbie.
It was cheap. It was cheap.
You got it on sale.
I got it on sale.
Oh my God. Okay.
Could have been buy one, get one free, but it was good enough.
Okay.
So I bought that store and I built it up. He will get a call. I have an estimate to do in Kendall. Do you want to come out and do it? And he will say no. I will get a call. I have an estimate in Kendall. I will run to it. I wanted everything. I wanted to do everything.
You were hungry.
I was hungry and I was young. I was 25 years old. So I will go out. Oh, okay. You want 1 floor, 1 carpet? Absolutely. But listen, you need 2 more. I can give you a better price if you do 2 more.
Buy one, get one free.
Buy one, get one free. And I would establish that. I also do blinds. So I will look at their blinds and, you need blinds as well. We also do all types of blinds. Not curtains, but verticals, wood blinds, shades. We do that. So we'll go to a house and I will want a 1 room of carpet. It was been 3 rooms of carpet and the whole house full of blinds. That helped us grow. And within about 5 years, we grew out of that store into a bigger one.
That's amazing. And so I want to know the story of how that ultimately evolved into like Carpet King, because it sounds like you've learned this business through and through, hands on, like from the ground up. You have built it, you've learned it, you understand it, you've done all of it. So tell me about that journey a little bit and how you went from like that first store to, the Carpet King that you are today.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we started with that store we bought, and we started building that up. We got a bigger store. We started building it. This took me into the Caribbean as well. When business was not as great in Miami, I went out into the Caribbean, and the reason I went into the Caribbean is because I had good connections with the mills, and we don't just bring out samples, pick one of the colors. We can design the carpet for the hotels and casinos. We can take it from the bottom up.
Exciting.
Yes. We can add colors. It's all done in the computers. They add colors to it. They can change the patterns. If you have a logo, you want a logo, we can put a logo on the carpet for you and put the colors you want on it. And that took me out into the Caribbean, and we did a lot of business because of that. I did very well. The first time I went out into the Caribbean, it's a very interesting story. There was a guy in Santo Domingo in the DR. He was the manager of the Hilton. And when I first came in to try to solicit business, he goes, well, let me show you something, Herbie. So he takes me out to this big, humongous ballroom. And like every 12 feet, there was a line in the carpet. He goes, apparently, of course, you didn't do this, but I have a line every 12 feet. And I go, okay.
Wait. What kind of line?
It was a line running through the carpet that they had another company do. And it felt every 12 feet. So it looked awful. And he said, well, I went back to the company where I bought this from, and they say it's not their fault, it's the installers, and I can't go after the installers.
Oh my God.
So I got on all fours. At that time, I could bend down better. I got down on all fours. I looked at the carpet. I brushed it. It was properly installed. And I realized that it was a mill defect. Because the way they make pattern carpet is something similar to your office, to the printer going back and forth. Well, the printer at the mill wasn't dropping enough ink on the edge. So when they put the carpet together, it looked like it had a line.
Oh.
So I said, well, I told them, you need to get independent inspector. They're not going to listen to me. They're not going to listen to you. Get independent inspector. I recommended someone to him. He had the carpet inspected. They wind up changing the carpet, paying for the carpet, the labor, and moving the furniture, and they were trying to blame it on the installer, which had nothing to do with it. So the manufacturer changed the carpet for it. Needless to say, I did all the work for the Hilton. I did all their rooms, all their floors.
That's amazing.
He eventually got transferred to Mexico and called me to do work for him there. So he's still a friend to this day.
That's absolutely amazing. Yes. What a great story.
Absolutely.
That's so fun. You said earlier that carpet / flooring, right? Because when we talk about the Carpet King, let's just also say this: it's not just carpet; it's all types of flooring, and apparently now blinds too.
And blinds.
Are you still doing blinds?
We still doing blinds.
All right,
yes.
so we're still doing blinds. So we've got flooring and blinds, flooring and windows, and so the flooring. And you said this can really change the look and feel of a space, and so let's talk about that. Let's talk about. Tell me a little bit about your experience in that, where you've really had like the flooring come in and make a huge difference. And then what really sets the work that you do apart from your competitors?
Okay, yes. Probably any company could come out and do a floor and apparently look the same. What sets us apart is our exceptional quality of flooring, our workmanship.
And your ability to spot mill defects immediately.
Absolutely. Oh, yes.
Immediately, as the Hilton knows.
Oh, yes. So my experience with flooring, yes. And I inspect every job. Every customer we do, I go out there, and I'm more picky than the customer. I am more picky because I know what goes into it.
Because you know it. You know, like I said, you know this business like through and through. You've had that hands-on foundation. Okay, so your quality is top level.
It's top. That sets us apart because of our quality and our workmanship. Every installer I send out to a customer's house, we check them. We do the background check. We don't go to Home Depot and pick people out and send them to your house. No, you don't have to worry. All of our people, everybody that works with me is background check. Everyone, they have all their papers in order. They're able to work in any house. So that's a big plus for us. That sets us apart. A lot of people don't do that. Most of the people that work for me, the installers, been with me 20, 30 years. They worked for me a long time. I treat them right. I learned that in my early days when my mentors taught me, hey, you got to treat your customers right. You got to treat your employees right to keep them. You got to establish that loyalty and that trust between your customer and your employees. And to this day, that's what's kept Carpet King alive so many years.
That's absolutely amazing. High quality, good people that you can trust, and building a team that you truly value and appreciate, that they want to stay with you and they want to be loyal to you. I think all of that really, really does set you apart. So congratulations to you for having that and for building that over these past decades. You've also built a really good reputation in the community, and you have said that word of mouth is so much stronger than any sort of like marketing or advertising or ads. And so why do you think that we've talked about it a lot, right? We just talked about the quality of your work and the people that you use, but is there anything else that really sort of like keeps your clients coming back and sending referrals and sending more business your way and saying, this is giving you like their friends' contact information? Like, why do you think that is?
Well, like you said, yes, the quality of work, the quality of products. I buy every product we use. I make sure it's high quality products. I could make a bigger profit buying less expensive materials. I don't do that. I want to keep this customer happy. I want to keep them back. I respect the customer. I listen to the customer. We tailor the jobs to their needs. When you treat a customer that way, they'll come back. They'll send their friends and family to you. And word of mouth is, to me, it makes me so proud because it's what I've established, this loyalty I've established with the customer. They trust us, and that's what's kept us on business for such a long time. For me, when I get a word of mouth recommendation, I get so happy because I know I did the job right the first time.
That's amazing, right? That's like the highest praise you could possibly get, right? Is that they want to use you again. They want to come back, and not only do they want to use you again, but they want to refer you to their network.
Exactly.
That's incredible. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we talked a little bit about trends. Back at like 40 years ago, the trend was carpet in the kitchens. Super fun, super great. Whoever came up with that idea. What was not that, but like in the 4 decades that you've done this, what was one trend that you did not see coming? You were like, whoa, what are you guys doing? And how did you adapt to it?
Yes, in 40 years, it's changed a lot, really. They started with carpet all over the house. It was real big when I first started. It was excellent. Then we had people coming in from North America, South America, the Caribbean, and they love tiles. So they started asking for tiles. We started selling tiles like crazy, porcelain tiles, everything to do with tiles. Then we had the people from New York and New Jersey and the Northerners come down to Florida. They wanted wood floors. They wanted solid wood floors. So we started selling wood floors. And rugs, because they would do the wood floor, then you just throw a rug on it.
Oh, yeah, they'd do the wood floor and then they'd cover it up.
Cover it up.
They're like, what the heck?
Oh, we did the rugs too.
And you did the rugs,
yes,
right?
We sold the wood floor, we did the rugs. But
could you do custom rugs? Because you're doing custom carpets, so you can make custom rugs.
Yes, we make custom. We're real big on making custom rugs, logo rugs. Yes, we do.
Logo rugs, yes. That's great for our corporate viewership.
Yes, Miami Beach Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, well, if you want to show up in my office one day with a custom logo rug, I won't say no to you. But that's a good idea, actually, Herbie. I love it.
Yeah, but what really changed the trend was when we got the LVT. The luxury vinyl tiles.
I was like, what is LVT for us laymen who don't know?
Luxury vinyl tiles. That was big. That was really big. And LVP, luxury vinyl planks. And what we did to adapt to that, I invested in more samples of high quality. Again, we only use high quality vinyl floors. I invested in training my sales staff in selling this type of floor. And I invested in training my installers to install this type of floor. So we went in high, we went in big, and we attacked the LVT trend of flooring.
And you dominated the market.
We dominated. We did. We did a lot of work in Miami Beach. We did a lot of work with LVT. We've been very fortunate. And again, because of using high quality, we never had a problem with the floor. It is 100% waterproof, almost scratch resistant. People love it. I love it. I love to sell it. I love to sell it more than tiles because you can drop something on tile, you'll break it. You can drop something on LVT, it's not going to break.
And it's good for, I think, my limited flooring knowledge is going to come through. Mm-hmm. But I think it's good for both commercial and residential spaces,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
Because it's good for high traffic areas, but it's also the kind of thing that you can put in your home.
Exactly. There's also different types of flooring.
Yeah.
So there's like maybe a glue down, heavier vinyl floor for commercial, and there's more of a floating floor for your residential. But there's 2 types of floor, but sometimes you can use the residential and light commercial. So it depends on what are you trying to achieve.
Very cool. So I don't know how you're going to answer this question, right? Because being in the flooring world now for 40 plus years, if there was any other profession that you could do, what would it be?
Well, that's a good question. And thinking back to my early years, I've applied for 2 jobs.
You've applied for 2 jobs.
I applied to jobs way back 40 years ago when I was 19.
In your life, you've applied for 2 because then you bought a
40
store.
years ago. 40 years ago.
But then you bought a store at 25, so you just became an entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. Okay.
But 40 years ago, I had applied for 2
What
jobs.
are the 2?
I've applied to work as a border patrol for immigration.
Okay.
And I applied for the junior accountant in the flooring store. And I got both jobs.
Because they're both so similar.
Yeah. 2 peas in a pot. And I got the job. I got the job as a border patrol. It was better pay, more benefits, would have retired in 20 years. The other one was, you can launch your career, something you study, something you want to do. So I went into the flooring business. But I almost did that. And then after buying my own store and being in business for such a young age, I don't regret it. It's true. So all I've done all my life, basically, since I was 19, all I've been, I don't know if a lot of people could say that, but this is all I've done.
Right. That's why I wanted to know. So I was like, let me ask this question. Yeah. If you've done it for
no, but before that, I had a few other jobs.
And this was all in Miami, right? You're
in Miami.
Miami guy.
Yes.
Miami
I grew
guy.
up in Miami.
I love
Absolutely.
it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so we're going to get ready to wrap it up. Okay. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting with you.
Thank you. Same
and this is also going to be a really interesting question to ask you. If you can go back in time and talk to your younger self at any point in time, really, just your younger self, what's one piece of advice that you would give him?
I would, if I can go back, I would say to myself, listen to people. Listen to mentors. Listen to people that have been in my business for a while and learn from their mistakes. Never stop learning. Never stop learning from other people's mistakes because mistakes cost money. So I would give that advice to me or to anybody. Learn from your mentors. Learn by your mistakes. Try not to make mistakes.
Yeah. Well, I echo that philosophy. I think it's very important to learn from mistakes. I have the philosophy of mistakes happen,
Absolutely.
Right? We are human. It's going to happen. Learn from it. Right. If a mistake happens more than once, it's no longer a mistake. Yeah. Now it's just negligence. Now you're just not paying attention. Right. Now you're not really learning and growing. And so it's really important to always continue to learn and grow. And thank you so much, Herbie, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. This has been another episode of Business Beyond the Beach, in partnership with our friends here at Miami Community Newspapers. Another huge thank you to Maman, our coffee sponsor. Like I said, they've got locations all across Miami-Dade County, but our favorite is their Sunset Harbor location in South Beach. Thank you all for watching, and you guys stay tuned for another episode next week.